Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to the New York Mets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 23. I know you're probably wondering where I've been, and I apologize for that. If you are curious, I posted a video on my main channel. The link to that video will be down in the description below. Also, there is a community post where you can go and click on the link, or go to my channel and you can find that video. That explains everything about where I've been, what's going on, what's been happening, why there's been no videos consistently like there usually is. So if you're curious, or maybe you don't care, that's also a possibility. And if you don't care, that's totally fine. But I just wanted to, for the people that may care, I just wanted to give an update video where I've been. But hopefully we can be a little bit more consistent on the other channels, not the main channel, but on the other channels. I'm going to try and be as consistent as possible. I'm not guaranteeing every other day like I had been before, but we'll see what happens. We'll give it a go. But we are back here with the New York Mets, 30-13 in year number 2. We are into the month of May, and we are going to be taking a look at King Felix in today's episode, going up against the Cardinals. Now, I know it's unfortunate. The Cardinals aren't very good. They're only 18-26 at this point in the season, but King Felix, he's got a 3.5 ERA. He's 6-0, and it's our first home game of the season because on opening day last year, we did not play at home, and then on Jackie Robinson Day, we did not play at home. So our first home game of year number 2 will be against the Cardinals. This is what everybody's looking like as we head into the month of May, or head into this episode. Jeter hitting very well, so is Mickey Mantle with that 3.27 ERA, or why do I keep doing that? The 3.27 average. Trout playing in right field for some reason. I don't know why they switched it for him to play right field. Who was normally playing? It looks like they've switched up my lineup, because I had Griffey playing in right field, and then we had Sammy Sosa playing in DH, and Trout was on the bench. But I guess they want to have Trout come off and play right field. I guess I don't hate that. He's hitting 265 with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and he is played in 28 games. How many Sosa played in? Sosa's only played in 10, so they switched it pretty soon after I got done with that second episode or whatever. Sosa's got 3 home runs. He's got 12 RBIs. So they're hitting about the same, except for Sosa's got a way better average, but he also hasn't played as many games as Trout has. So I think we'll let it go with what they have. If I choose to change it later on down the road, then we can, obviously, but we can let it ride with Trout playing right field and then Griffey coming in and playing DH. I don't necessarily hate that. That's one of the ideas that I had coming into the second season. But then I decided to have Griffey play in the outfield, but I don't hate having Griffey play DH. Doesn't make me too upset. Lou Gehrig playing well. Willie Mays obviously dominating. Then we got Johnny Bench, who's hitting pretty well. Soriano's hitting pretty well, and so is Wade Boggs. I like to see that average go up a little bit for Wade Boggs, but for right now, it's pretty okay. So everybody in the lineup is doing very, very well, and I'm assuming that we'd have a lot more heat symbols next to everybody's names if they weren't all legends, because I'm pretty sure everybody is playing pretty darn well. So if we go to the pitching rotation, we already know how good Felix Hernandez is doing, but Greg Maddux has a 5-1 record through 9 games. He's pitched in 61 innings, a 3.67 ERA, which is a little bit lower than what he had all year last year. So I'm liking what Greg Maddux is doing. That's why he's our ace. Shohei Ohtani also 5-1, but his ERA is a little bit higher at 4.20. Nice. Curt Schilling has been the one that's struggling. He's 5-3 right now, but he does have a 2.70 ERA, so we can let that slide a little bit. Obviously, Felix is dominating. We took a look at him. He looks really, really good. And then Babe Ruth, 2-2 with a 4.4 ERA. We don't really know what we want with Babe. How's he doing hitting-wise? Has he hit? He's got 12 home runs, 27 RBIs, 328 average in 125 at-bats this season. So, all right, that's pretty good numbers from him. What's Shohei got? Shohei, I should have just stayed in there. What does Shohei have hit-wise? He's had 4 at-bats. Oh, that's the 4 at-bats are the at-bats that he had in that game that we played with him. So he hasn't had anything. All right, so it looks like Babe is getting a lot more use hitting-wise than what Shohei is getting. That's very interesting. But that's how we're looking so far through a month and a half of the season, basically, at 30-13. Taking on the Cardinals today. We are getting closer to that MLB draft. We are getting closer to the All-Star game, home run derby, trade deadline, all the good stuff that you guys love. We're still a couple episodes away from that, but it's coming very close. Full game, we are going to rock with the, let's see, what have we not rocked in a while? We've rocked the black uniforms because these are one of my favorite uniforms of all time, regardless of team. I don't think we've rocked the blues in a while, have we? The blue alternates? Let's rock the blue alternates. And the Cardinals will wear, they'll wear their normal roads. I could go with the alternate navy or light blue powder blues, but that might be too much blue on the field, even though it's not the same shade. It might just be too much blue. So they'll rock their normal roads, and we'll go with the alternate blue homes. Quick counts are on here at Citi Field. Felix Hernandez on the mound. We've got the lineup where I think it's okay. Trout hitting 3 is a little weird to me. Usually I like to have Trout hit 2 or maybe even later in the lineup, but hitting 3 is fine. Griffey hitting 5 is fine. Let's go with it. Mets, Cardinals, King Felix on the mound. Let's get it.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat, Willie Mays. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation. Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And the batter will be the shortstop, number 3.
Here we are. It is Cardinals Mets from Citi Field, and we got Tulo leading off for the Cardinals, Troy Tulowitzki. Unfortunately for him, he pops one right up to Felix to start this game. That's a good way to start for us. That's a quick first out. And now we've got Josh Lowe, who has no home runs in the season, but he almost had his first right there. The fastball from Felix put in a dangerous spot. Mike Trout goes and grabs it, though, at the warning track. And now it's Joey Bats, Jose Bautista, playing for the Cardinals. A guy that I wouldn't mind having on the New York Mets down the line. You never know, depending on how the cards are dealt. Ooh, that's got to be strike 2 right there. That's got to be. Yordan Alvarez is on deck for St. Louis. This isn't football. For St. Louis, he's on deck. As Batista checks swings on the fastball, but he will let that one go for a ball, and Batista is on base with a walk. That's not a good thing because Yordan Alvarez is a dangerous man. He's a bad man, especially with runners on base. That's got to be strike 2. Give it to me. Thank you. Strike 2. And now we can try and get a strikeout here. Bats is going, and that's going to be fouled off by Alvarez. I thought for a second we'd have to throw to second. I'm going to go fastball here. Goes again. Joey Bats. That ball is at the warning track. Can Trout make the play? Yes, he can. So that was 2 dangerous pitches hit deep to right field. Luckily, we don't have any damage done. Seth Lugo will be on the mound for the Cardinals. And Derek Jeter, the captain, leads us off here, as he always does. And we are going to see just how good Derek Jeter can be today. And Jeter first pitch swinging, well, not first pitch in the at-bat, first pitch for me. And sends that to center field, makes the play, out number 1. Mickey Mantle. Oh, Mickey, you so fine. You blow my mind. Oh, Mickey. 1-2 count after missing the curveball. That was a little bit of a softball type pitch that I just waited way too long on. 1-2 count to Mantle, going down low for it. That'll get past the pitcher up to center field. Mantle got a 1-out single. That's a good way to start your day for Mickey Mantle. Let's go, baby. And now it's Mike Trout, who has not played, or at least for me, has not played all year, but he played a lot in simulation this season. And Mike Trout will send that to left field. Is that going to get over the wall? Yes, it will. 2-run shot for Mike Trout. And here comes the apple. Oh, baby. Mike Trout with a 2-run shot to left field. That one just got on a rope and just went out of here. Maybe Mike Trout should have been playing all season. I don't know. But the Mets take a 2-0 lead in the first. Thank you to Michael Fishman for getting the job done. Trout just yanked it to left field. Had enough distance on it, had enough height on it to get over the wall. Right at the top of the bat, too. That wasn't even, like, great contact. I mean, it was early on the curveball and everything. He just strong-armed it over the wall. And now it's Lou Gehrig for the Mets here. Curveball is ball 2. 292 average for Gehrig so far this year. Would like to see that go up slightly. Maybe into the low 300s, but maybe that's a little bit too much to ask for. I don't know. He did win the Hank Aaron Award last year, so maybe it's not too much to ask. We'll find out. Here comes the pitch from Lugo. And Lugo put that ball very kindly for me. I just didn't put the PCI very kindly for me. And that goes for a out. It is 2 outs for the number 5 hitter, Ken Griffey Jr., the kid. Steps to the plate 1-1, and Griffey will smoke that baseball to right field. Is that going to get over the head of Batista? No, it will not. Good athleticism from Jose Bautista to get the 3rd out, but not before Mike Trout did some damage. And now we have Mark McGwire. I don't know if this is the Mark McGwire that we had on the team, because I think there's 2 Mark McGwires in this universe. There's an older version and a younger version. And I think this is the younger version, or this is the good version. The one that was on roids. the older version, I mean. And I think that's the version that we had on our team that we traded away. But he's striking out. It's funny that he's on the Cardinals, where he spent a little bit of his time in Major League Baseball. Obviously, he was on the A's as well. Among a couple other places, I'm pretty sure. But Cardinals and A's are where he was best known. 3-2 count to Matt Chapman, hitting number 6 in the order. And he will get a slider, sends it to shortstop. Jeter fields it, Alligator. Got him. Sends it to first, 2 down. Now we've got Oswaldo Cabrera with a 1-1. Doesn't chase after the circle change. Good eye. Good eye from the boy. And we will send the 12-6. He doesn't go after that either. That was a little bit more inside, a little bit more enticing, but he doesn't go after it. It's 3-1 to Cabrera. He does go after the 2-seamer, fouls it off, makes it 3-2. We've got a full count, and I'm just going to throw some heat. I'm going to throw straight cheese right up in the zone. Oh, he thought about it. He really did. That's a good eye from Cabrera. Good discipline to hold off on that one. Ezekiel Duran is at the plate now with 2 down and a runner on first. He checks swings, but it's called strike 2. Let's go with the slider here. See if we can get him swinging. Ooh, that was dangerous placement for that slider. Come on, Felix. Place that a little bit better, and that's probably a strikeout. We'll go with the circle change. That was inside, but he just made contact with it. You could say that he foul tipped. 1-2, fastball. Way outside. Ball 2. Let's go with a 12-6. The 12-6 doesn't usually work, but it does this time. Strikes out Duran. He was way out in front of it. And that is the end of the 2nd inning. That was a little bit of a long inning for Felix. We'll have to keep an eye on that as the game goes deeper. But that was a good inning. No damage. Bottom of the 2nd, Willie Mays will lead off for the Mets, and he will he will send it to first base. McGwire bobbles it, but does recover and get the out. Yeah, Mark McGwire is never known for being the greatest glove out there at first base, but he's got it there. Johnny Bench hitting .250. 2-time home run champion in the 70s on the Big Red Machine, but this is 2024. And he sends that behind home plate for an out. Alfonso Soriano, the 2nd baseman, 2-1 count. Come on, Soriano. Show me what you're made of. That's going to get past both the 3rd baseman and shortstop for a 2-out single, and that could allow us to get a nice little cheeky steal situation going here. Wade Boggs at the plate, the number 9 hitter. I'm going to take off 96 speed, 89 steal, but he throws back immediately. Seth Lugo might be a little bit paranoid. I'll try it one more time. If he throws back again, then I'll let a pitch go by. But we're going to see what happens here. He's not going to throw back. Soriano takes off. Boggs right down the middle. And Soriano no throw. Stand-up stolen base for Alfonso. Number 13 on the season. That was a circle change right down Main Street that I just stared at because I wanted to get the steal. But Wade Boggs is not going to stare at that one. That could get down. It doesn't. It stayed in the air a little bit too long, and it's caught in left field for the third out. And now we go top 3 with Gabriel Moreno, the catcher, at the plate to lead off. Start off with a circle change. Ball 2. Okay. He does have a home run in the last game that he played. Wasn't against us. This is game 1 of the series. But he does have a home run. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Only 3 on the season, though, hitting 191. He's struggling to start the year. But that doesn't mean that he won't get it started against us. We definitely don't want that to happen. Full count for him, though. Felix is already up over 50 pitches as he throws 51 for a strike 3. Moreno caught looking for the first out. Troy Tulowitzki, another guy that I wouldn't mind having in a New York Met uniform down the line. But he sends that to center field. Mantle fields it, and that's going to be a 1-out single for Tulo. So he gets his hit back after popping out to start the game. And now it's Josh Lowe, but we could get a double play situation going. Instead, it's going to be to right field. Get foul. Thank you. That is going to be a foul ball. 1-2 count for Lowe. Here comes the circle change. Called strike 3? Yes, it is. Strike 3. Josh Lowe down. That's a big strike call. I appreciate that from the umpire down there on the third base line. And now we've got Joey Bats up. Stares at a circle change. Did he walk last time? He did. He walked last time. I don't want him to walk twice. He will not walk twice, but he will send that to right field. Trout chasing after it. And he's got it at the wall. Man, the Cardinals are getting close. They are getting very close to sending one over the wall in the outfield there, but they are just not there yet. But it's still early in this one. Jeter will lead off here in the bottom of the third. And Jeter will send that to center field, but not deep enough. Caught by the center fielder, out number 1. Mickey Mantle got a single, got on first base is what I was going to try to say. He got a single in the first inning, and he will get a ground out to second base in the third. All right. That's what I planned. Ezekiel Duran is the one who got the play, and now it's Mike Trout, the only man to have scored in this game with the 2-run shot in the first. Can he do it again? Michael Trout, I was early. That could have been another home run, but I was super early on the timing. I thought that was going to come in a lot quicker than it did. But instead, it's a grounder to third. Inning over. We go top 4. Leading off for the Cardinals is Yordan Alvarez. He sends that to left field. Can Willie Mays track that? I don't think he can. He cannot do it. It's an automatic double to lead off the 4th for the Cardinals. I didn't think Willie Mays is going to be able to track that, especially with the distance he had to make up with the shift. Luckily for us, Mark McGwire strikes out for the second time, and Matt Chapman will fly out to right field, and I don't expect Yordan to go after this, but I'll throw it to third anyway. He will not go. I didn't think he was going to. 41 speed would have been pretty tight play, but even though Trout didn't send that super accurate. 1-2 count to Cabrera. Fastball, froze him, strike 3, inning over. That's really good recovery from King Felix after the leadoff automatic double. Very good recovery. And now we got ourselves a leadoff man in the name of Lou Gehrig. 2-1 count to him. I hate Lugo's windup. It's so slow. And I accidentally hit contact swing on that. That's my bad. Did not mean to hit contact swing, but it went foul anyway. I don't know if it would have been. I don't know if it would have mattered. I probably would have hit it foul either way. But that one's going to be. That was a meatball. How did I miss that? I was just late? Unbelievable. I thought for sure I was going to smoke that baseball out of the ballpark, but I guess I didn't. And that's the first out for Ken Griffey Jr., who's 0 for 1 today. And Ken Griffey Jr. will get another curveball, favorable location for a single. These curveballs are very dangerous for Seth Lugo. He's got to be careful. because we could just hit these balls all day. I mean, that was good timing. That was decent PCI placement. He's got to be careful with the placement of these curveballs. He will throw another one, but unfortunately, all that talk is for naught. Double play, inning over, Lugo gets out of it. It's a nice pitcher's duel here, although Lugo has allowed the 2-run homer. But after that, he hasn't done much. I mean, that's really the only damage that he's allowed. So I'd say that's a pretty good day for him. He just hasn't had any help on his offensive side of things because Felix and this defense has been unmatched, as Wade Boggs makes a very athletic play at the hot corner to get the first out. Gabriel Moreno, the catcher, will step up here with 1 out, and he's got a full count. Slider goes in, he fouls it off. We'll go to the circle change. This could go for a walk here. It's very likely, and it will. I got to stop throwing that circle change at a full count. Tulowitzki steps up. He's got a runner on. Moreno going to go. It's a hit-and-run situation, but luckily for us, Tulo could not get it good. And we froze him right after with the slider. So they tried the hit-and-run situation. They tried to get a little sneaky, a little cheeky on us. Did not work, and then we struck him out the very next pitch. Josh Lowe steps up with 2 outs. He fouls off the 2-seamer, and we'll go with a 4-seamer. And he got not great contact on that to deep shortstop, you could say. Jeter's underneath it, and he makes the play. And we go bottom 5, still 2-0. This game has been pretty non-eventful other than the home run. It's just been a nice, classic pitching duel from 2 pretty good pitchers. The offenses for either team have not really been there. Obviously, not including the 2-run shot from Mike Trout. 3-1 count to Soriano. I'm going to give him red light here all the way, no matter where it's at. And that was a good call. Soriano walks with 1 out for Wade Boggs, who I really need to have a good day. And we're going to try to steal again. We stole a base last time Soriano was on. We're going to try it again. Soriano, easy done. 2 bases stolen for Soriano today. That's 13 and 14. And Wade Boggs, another pitch, pretty favorable. I could have hit that probably for a single or maybe a double. Who knows? But we get another pitch that I like, and that's going to be into the outfield. Boggs will get an RBI single as we are easily sending Soriano around third to home. And that is a 3-0 lead. Wade Boggs delivers the RBI that we needed. Ooh, I thought maybe they'd pull Lugo. I mean, he's up around 70 pitches, bottom 5. He's down 3-0. I thought they might pull him, but they believe he can get out of this inning, I guess. Unless there's more damage done in the inning. It won't be from Derek Jeter, though, as he sends that ball to left field for an out. That is okay. Mickey Mantle is up with 2 outs. He's 1 for 2 today. Come on, Mickey. Give me a single. Why did I swing at that? That was super low. That was super low, and it's an out. But Wade Boggs got us an extra insurance run, which is so nice. Very appreciative of that RBI single. And Jose Bautista, for the 3rd time today, will step to the plate. Top of the 6th to lead off the inning. Stares at a fastball. 27 RBIs for him is the best on the Cardinals. And he will get on base. Nice single into right field. Jose Bautista. All right, that is a leadoff single for the Cardinals in the 6th. But we faced worse here in the past couple innings, and we've been able to get out of it, so we'll see how we do. Yordan Alvarez, this is a dangerous 3-4 for the Cardinals. Bautista and Alvarez, that's a crazy 1-2 punch right there. But Felix will try to get out of it. He sends a fastball in. Alvarez doesn't get enough of it. That's going to be to right center field. Mantle underneath it for the first out. Now, if we could just get a double play, that would be the best situation. It's Mark McGwire, who has struck out twice today. Can we get a 3rd one? Oh, umpire, you got to give me that. You got to give me that when the situation is dire. It's a 2-2. It's going to be a working situation with the runner. Get it in, Trout. Get it in. They're going to send him home. It's going to be clearly a run. Trout took way too long to get that ball in, and Mark McGwire with the hit-and-run situation works to perfection. It's an RBI single for Mark McGwire. I might have to turn down the speed of Jose Bautista. In real life, he was never that fast. He was fast, but I'd probably have to turn down the speed of him a little bit. He never at 97 speed. But it's a 3-1 game now as we go bottom 6. I still believe in Felix Hernandez. I'm going to give him the 7th as well. We'll see how he goes from there. Fastball up in the zone for a ball. 2-1 to Trout, the only man to have a home run today. Can he add a second one to his resume? He might have been able to if I would have had better timing on that. Instead, it's a very early swing. I probably could have sent that over the wall. 2-2, the delivery from Lugo, and that could... No, it just dies the last second. That was similar to what he did in the first inning. And they are going to pull Lugo, which is a little weird, but whatever. Nick Pivetta will come in. He's got a 4.27 ERA in 18 games. Very interesting decision to pull Lugo. If you were going to pull him, you probably should have pulled him in the inning prior. But whatever, they choose to do it after the first out of the 6th. Pivetta comes in, and Pivetta has to face Lou Gehrig for his first batter. Not the bat you want to have when you first come in out of the bullpen. And Lou Gehrig will make him pay. Get fair. Oh, just foul. Just foul. Although that was hit pretty hard, I don't think I would have been able to stretch it to 2. Gehrig's not the fastest guy in the world. Oh, that was my pitch. That previous pitch that I sent foul, that was the pitch. But I hit it a little bit early and screwed it up. But that's okay because we got Griffey Jr. at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Ken Griffey Jr. McGuire makes the play, throws it to Pivetta, and he steps on the first base bag to end the inning. We go top 7. Like I said, I'm going to have Hernandez still in, but we are probably going to warm up. Let's warm up, I don't know, Mariano or Trevor Hoffman. Let's warm up Mariano. Hoffman's got a 10.0 ERA, so he's been getting shellacked in the time that he's been on the mound. Not very convincing for me, but that's okay, because we got other guys that can get the job done. We'll warm up Mariano. I don't know if Mariano will even come in the 8th, depending on how confident we feel in Felix. What's his pitch count at? He's at 127. Okay, he probably is done after this inning. I don't want to burn out the arm of Felix when we are still so early into the season. We're still only in May. If this was in September, maybe we let him go. But this is in May. I don't want to burn his arm out so early. Plus, he's probably going to be an all-star this year if he keeps up what he's got. That is going to be just foul. You got to take a replay on that one. That could have went either way. But luckily for us, it was called for a foul ball, and that's strike 3. No, strike is not what we get. It's ball 2. Let's go with a circle change here. This could be a ball, or it could be a strikeout. It's a strikeout. Moreno swings past it. That's the end of the inning, and that is the end of the day for King Felix. 7 strong innings, only allowed 1 run, and it was because I kind of screwed up with Mike Trout in the outfield, but that's okay. We will get Mariano scheduled to put in the game. And we've got Mickey Mantle leading off for the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 count for him. Has not done anything today and will continue to not do anything today as I did not have the PCI placed in the right spot. Batista underneath it. He's got it. And that is the first out. Johnny Bench. Can we hit a home run with Johnny Bench? It's not likely, but it is possible. It's not going to happen there. That's okay. 1-2 count to Bench. Come on, Johnny. Johnny Bench. Oh, we got a decent contact on that. Still super early, but it will not be a hit. Left fielder makes the play. Second out. Soriano has been on base both times today with a single and a walk. Stolen 2 bases. Try to get on base for a 3rd time, steal a 3rd base. Not steal 3rd base, steal a 3rd bag. But he will not be able to do it. Good contact, but into left field. Inning over. We go bottom 7. No, we go top 8. Excuse me, that was bottom 7. We go top 8 with Mariano Rivera at the mound. to try to set up the save situation for the closer. Who's our closer? For Billy Wagner? Is that our closer? Billy Wagner? Yeah. Billy Wagner's like, I don't know why I blanked on who the closer is. Usually it's Mariano. Tulowitzki, 1-2, gets the fastball, sends it foul. Let's go to the slider here. He already fouled off the cutter. Hardly know her. He sends the slider to second base. Soriano fields it easily, sends it to first. And that's the first out. Josh Lowe is up. He's got a 1-1. We'll go with Mariano's fastball, 94 in the gun, right past it. Let's give him a cutter. This could be a strikeout, and it's a ball. How does that get called for a ball? Unbelievable. Okay, we go with another slider now. Let's see if we can get him here. He's not having the greatest start to the season. He's got no home runs, no RBIs, no walks. He hasn't even scored a run, and he's hitting 176. I don't know how many games he's played this season, but if he's played most of the year, he has been struggling. But, of course, as I say that, he gets on base. So it's 1 out, 1 on for Jose Bautista, who just got gassed right past him. That fastball was bullets. But the slider is ball 4. Mariano's in a tough spot here. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Yordan Alvarez is dangerous. He's hitting .211 with runners in scoring position. He's got a runner on second and first. Come on, Mariano. Get out of the danger. Either a ground ball, strikeout, something. That's going to be a ground ball. Garrick Fields to second, to first. Got him. Double play. Inning over. Mariano Rivera gets out of the danger. Huge. Clutch from Mariano. Oh, man. That scared me. I thought we were going to blow this game right away. We will schedule Billy Wagner to come in, as Wade Boggs will lead off for us to start the bottom of the 8th. And why did I swing at that? The world may never know. Interesting that at the bottom ticker there, they don't have our names on potential trade deadline buyers for this trade deadline this season. We could be trade buyers, but they don't have us on there. Maybe they think that we're too good to be trade buyers. We don't need anybody else, but there's always room for improvement. Wade Boggs gets a leadoff single into center field. The captain steps up, and Derek Jeter will send that to right field, and Jose Bautista makes the diving play. Jose Bautista just got a double play in the bottom of the 8th. That is unbelievable. I sent Wade Boggs because I thought he was going to get it at least to third, but Jose Bautista made me pay. He dives for the ball, gets the out for Jeter, and then sends it to the relay man who gives it to first for the double play. Unbelievable. Mickey Mantle hits that to right field, so we have a 2-out single. What a play from Bautista there. Unbelievable. And now Mike Trout. Familiar situation. Runner on first. Let's see if we can get a home run with Mike Trout to give us that insurance. And we can do it. That's going to be a fly out to right center. And that's the end of the inning. But now we've got all we got to do is 3 outs. Shut the door with Billy Wagner and go home happy. Come on, Billy. 2-2 count to Mark McGwire. Has not had the greatest day today, but he does have the RBI single, the only RBI of the day for the Cardinals. Can we get him on the slider? Yes, we can. Froze him. 3rd strikeout of the day for McGwire. And that's 1 down for the Cardinals. Matt Chapman, 1-1 to him. Here comes the fastball. He sends that to left center. Can Mickey Mantle make the play? He should be able to, and he will. 2 down. 2 down in the inning for Oswaldo Cabrera. And that fastball's right past him. 99 on the gun. Absolutely insane. What could be the final strike? And it will be! Strike 3. Froze him at the plate. Mets win. 3-1. That's what you like to see, baby. Jeter and Boggs fist bumping. Everybody's fist bumping. That's a big W here in May. It is against a team that's not very good this year, but it's a big W nonetheless. Trout, the only home run, and then the only other run was the Wade Boggs single in the 5th, and that's a big-time W against a very decent lineup. Jose Bautista and Yordan Alvarez and Matt Chapman, that's a very good lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals, but we were able to hold them to not much. Seth Gray's not injured anymore, and we will finish the month of May in this episode and then go into the month of June and probably play another home game at some point, maybe against the Guardians, maybe against the Rockies. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's finish the series against the Cardinals here. And we have another day of simulation, but we did beat the Cardinals again, so let's scout. We know a lot about Steven Garcia. He looks pretty good. His potential did drop a lot, but he looks like a pretty solid pitcher. We might be able to get him in the second round. We know all about Marcus Silva now. He is good power. He's really good defensively and really good speed-wise. Very interesting, okay. And then we still don't know a lot about Freitas, but we will scout some new players. Let's change Garcia. And let's see who else we can find here. Maybe Charles Cortez. Roberto Tavares. Let's look at Roberto Tavares. We will scout him. We'll switch him out. And we will change out you as well to maybe somebody like Mario Duarte. He's got good power, at least so far. We don't know if that's truly what he's going to have, but we will have those guys as the other scouts, or as the other two scouting players, and we will continue this week. Finishing the series against the Cardinals is a sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals. Now we've got a 3-game set against the Giants, and we lose the first game. Lucas Dunn tore his Achilles. That sucks for him. He is done for his season. But we do take 2 of 3 against the Giants. I wish Ohtani didn't lose, but it is what it is. Now we got a 4-gamer against the Nationals. Kershaw's a little bit injured, but he should be back pretty soon. Another scouting assignment. We know more about Freitas. He looks like a pretty good left fielder. He's going to have pretty decent speed, pretty good reaction time. He's going to be a very good defensive left fielder, and he's going to have pretty good contact. At least that's what it looks like. We still only know 65%. And Roberto Tavares, he's not a hitter at all. Even at 50% scouting, he's not going to be a hitter. But he is going to be a very good defensive and very good speed threat in center field. Very interesting player. And then we've got Mario Duarte, who looks to be good power-wise so far, against lefties for sure, even presently. And then very good behind the plate. Or not very good, pretty good behind the plate. We'll find out. We're going to keep these guys as the scouting plan. And we'll finish the series against the Nationals. We won. Kershaw's no longer injured. And now we have a 3-game set against the Marlins. Cespedes, Yoenis is injured. Lucas Dunn still injured. We'll move him to the 60-day just so we don't have to worry about that anymore. We take 2 of 3 against the Marlins. And Maddox looking pretty good. The final game of the month of May is a victory against the Phillies. How's everybody doing in the month? So let's get rid of these notifications real quick. And then take a look. So Jeter's hitting pretty well. Mickey Mantle obviously hitting really well. Trout cooled off after he had that hot streak. Lou Gehrig's got his average up 310. That's awesome. That's where I wanted it. Griffey's kind of struggling a little bit. Not concerning just yet, but it is something to keep an eye out on. Willie Mays is dominating. Johnny Bench is even killing it. Soriano's having a really good year, and so is Wade Boggs. Okay, so the only thing we have to keep an eye on is Griffey right now. And then in the pitching rotation, we got Greg Maddux, who's 6-1 with a 3.5. Ohtani 6-2 with a 4.8. Schilling is 6-3 with a 2.5. Felix is 7-0, and Ruth is a 3.3 with a 4.2. So the pitching rotation is doing a lot. They're playing pretty well. Billy Wagner's 1-3 with a 4. How many saves does he have? He has 16 saves, 2 blown saves. So he hasn't done too bad today, or too bad this season. And we are 41-16, absolutely destroying the division, 9.5 games up. Let's keep going into the month of June. Another scouting assignment as we lost to the Phillies there. Ooh, we know 100% on basically everybody. So Roberto Tavares, very fast, and very good defensively. But he can't hit. Interesting. Mario Duarte, he's got that power for sure against lefties. He kills lefties. And he's got good strength. His reaction time and his fielding aren't amazing, especially for a catcher. That's very interesting. And then Chris Freitas, who looks to be good against lefties, good speed-wise, good reaction-wise. These are interesting prospects. Very, very interesting. But we will scout all new players because we know enough about them to feel confident if we do need to draft them. Left fielder Richard Romero. Let's scout him. And we will change you and figure out some other people. Maybe Greg Blankenship. Do we like him? He looks interesting. What about Leo Lucero? Huh. I don't know if it's worth scouting him or not. Morgan Michi? Let's scout Morgan Michi just because I like saying his name. And then we will take Fritas off of the list. And we will look for somebody new. Maybe Alberto Cosmo. Ooh, definitely want to look at Alberto Cosmo. There's no way these are true, but I got to figure it out. We definitely have to know if that is true because his overall could be high as an 89 and then his potential's 99. Look at these numbers in the future. I know that we only have 5% scouted on these. These are going to change, obviously, but right now that intrigues me a lot. We definitely need to look at him. So we're going to finalize the plan there, and we are going to simulate the game against the Phillies. All right, so do we want to play against the Guardians or do we want to play against the Rockies? I think I want to play against the Rockies because I want to pitch with Curt Schilling, so let's do that. Let's simulate the series against the Guardians, and we lost, actually, 2 of 3 against the Guardians. Very interesting. Babe Ruth only got the win. Maddox lost the second game, and Ohtani lost a third game. Very interesting. But we take on the Rockies in the next episode. We will do that then, and then in the next episode after that will be the month of July, which means we've got All-Star stuff, and luckily for me, it looks like the draft is going to be... Oh, is the draft going to be before the All-Star game? I don't know. I think it might be. So what I'm going to have to do, again, is do the All-Star game as its own video, and then have the draft and the trade deadline in the separate video after that, like I did last season. So that'll be what it is. But that's in a couple episodes because we've got June in the next episode against the Rockies with Curt Schilling on the mound. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.